back to the formal session. May I now invite on stage Sri Nobu Bhattacharjee, President CPC, for his presidential address. It may be worth mentioning here that Mr. Bhattacharjee is also the chairman of the Platinum Jubilee Celebration Committee, KTPC. I would like to request Nobuda to kindly stay back on the dais after your presidential address.
Namaskar. Thank you, Jonah. Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Bishop Pierre Lingdo, President of SAF, Swami Hitekanandaji Maharaj, Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission, the heads of various religious groups, Father Richard Majau, the Secretary of SAF, esteemed guests, dignitaries, the President of Kenche'sTrace Puja Committee, members of the Lingdo, big round of applause for me. Dr. Manavendra Narayan Bhattacharjee from Baigakul, Shillong, Sri Ram Sevak Singh, our working president, Sri Purushottam Das Chokhani, our vice president, Sri Shankar Lal Singhania, the chairman of our advisory committee, Sri Salil Gawali, a writer and an environmental protagonist, and Sri Prabhat Ranjan Pal, another author who has written a number of books, both in Bengali and Khasi, particularly on Natyang. He is an expert. So congratulations. All these awards for 21-22 will be given out during the valedictory function of the Central Puja Committee. Thank you. Apologies, sir.
A very good evening to one and all. Our President and General Secretary of the Central Puja Committee, the President and Secretary of the KTPC, all the heads of different religious groups, and all my dear friends who have gathered out here to be part of this very, very important program. I don't have a speech, and I didn't make a speech also. And the reason being that even the last time when this program was held, the program and the people who were there, the picture that was captured of the different religious leaders on the stage together is the most powerful message, even more powerful than any other words that I can speak. And hence my speech is not going to be very long. The galaxy of people who are here today from different walks of life is in itself a very strong and powerful message of harmony. While I say that, I understand that there are a large number of challenges we face in society today. As a state, as a country, as a world, we realize that different issues are there. And as was correctly mentioned by Bishop P. Lingdo, that there is no dearth of individuals who would like to take advantage, create the incorrect narrative of the entire situation, and try to create communal tension among the people. So therefore today's program, and a very, very appropriate program when we are having it just before Durga Puja, of having this kind of a harmony program is, in a way, another message of victory of good over evil. And therefore, it gives me immense pleasure to be here in this program today after a long gap, I should say, because of COVID. And as I had mentioned many years back also in the similar program, that this kind of program that we're having, the get together we're having, is a message that is going to be covered and appreciated not just in Shillong, but throughout the state and throughout the country. The message of respect, I was listening to Swami when he was speaking. He was mentioning about what Vivekananda had said 129 years back on this day. And the message that we could see that about tolerance he mentioned. And today, if you look at the entire scenario that we're facing, as long as we are having respect for each other, as long as we understand that we need to coexist together, live together in peace and harmony, by ensuring that we respect each other, that is the only way we will be able to move forward as a society. I tell a lot of people that in similar lines of what Swami was mentioning, that a lot of people talk about patriotism to me and try to give a color of negativity by saying that I love my people, so therefore I will harm others. I think being patriotic is somebody who loves and rightfully has love for their own people, their religion, whatever. And there's nothing wrong in that. The problem comes in is when you harm others or you look down on others just so that you want to make yourself look better. It's a question of how you approach it, in a negative way or in a positive way. And I think each one has a right to follow their own principles, their own religion. This is what our Constitution has given us. But while we do that, we need to ensure that the respect that needs to be given to other communities, other religions, that needs to be maintained. And today's meeting and program is that message. What Nabada has mentioned about how the CPC had come into being 29 years back. The message that was given during that time of peace and harmony, of respect for each other, and how different leaders had continued to support it and ensured that that spirit continued. And I'm so happy to see that it still continues, and it is, as he mentioned, our responsibility to ensure that even it becomes even more stronger as we go along. COVID was a big challenge for us. We faced numerous difficulties. And it was a great example that time that society showed, and all the religious groups showed a sense of responsibility and respect for each other when we came together. To show that even in the most difficult situations, if we put our head and mind and hearts together, we can overcome even the biggest and the most difficult challenge. And I thank the SAF, other religious leaders, the Rangbashnongs, the communities, the different organizations who all came together during those very, very difficult and challenging times. And today, what SAF has become, based on the last 2-3 years of work, has become an institutional framework. I would urge Bishop Piole and others that this institutional framework that has been created, which is one of the most difficult things to do, because once you have an institutional framework, you have a system in a process that runs, it's easy to then work on different issues and aspects. Let this organization be there to, as mentioned by President of the CPC, to take up issues that are important to society. We all know religion plays a very, very vital and important role in our society. And when religious leaders come together, and especially take up issues that are very important and key to society, it makes a huge difference on how we tackle the issue and how we resolve the issue. And hence I strongly recommend that not just at the state central level, but even at the district levels, different regional levels, there should be an effort to bring in this peace and harmony by institutionalizing these kind of systems. In a society, it's not just about government doing its part. In fact, government has a certain role to play, a limited role to play. Society is much, much bigger and much more important and larger than the government. In fact, government is part of what we do for society. But other stakeholders have an equally and maybe sometimes more important role in ensuring that society moves forward. Development happens. But if there is no peace and there is no harmony and respect in the society, no matter how many programs and schemes and developments we bring in, they are not going to make any difference. And hence, today's program, and I'm sure that this program will not just end with this particular get-together of harmony, but it will now proceed and become something, as I said, more structured, so that in different occasions, this same kind of a harmony should be there. In different festivals, it should be there. And more importantly, when it comes to society as a whole, we all be together to ensure that the peace and harmony is there in our state. From the government side, we have a large number of challenges. I don't deny the challenges. And it just requires one spark to start a fire. That's how sensitive sometimes situations are. And we have faced a large number of difficulties in the past. But let me tell you very candidly that even during those difficult times, I used to have one-to-one talks with different religious leaders. I used to ask them to please pray for our state so that we can come out of those difficult situations. I remember when we had taken oath in the cabinet, in the Governor House, I asked Bishop Dominic Challa, late Bishop Dominic, Archbishop Dominic Challa, to pray for us before we took oath. In a small room in the governor's house, we gathered. Nobody came to know. It was just Archbishop Dominic Challa and the 12 of us. And he prayed for us before we took oath. Before we entered the secretariat in 2018 and before I entered my room, I asked one of the reverends to come and pray, because I strongly believe that God has a purpose for each and every one of us. And it is a plan that He has which maybe brought me to the position that I am. I never planned to come state politics, and it happened. And we faced a lot of challenges last 5 years. Whether it's COVID, whether it's different law and order situation, whether it be the border issue that we're having right now, many challenges. And I used to keep telling my team, including officers, when I say team, I mean not just my political leaders, but my officers also, that we will work with a sense of purpose, because God has a plan, and He has put us here in this position to implement His plan. And so we will do whatever it takes in order to ensure that we are able to do justice to the people of our state. And let me assure you that in every decision we take, in every decision that we don't take, in every decision that we change, it is the people of the state that is the priority for us. We've always been there to listen to the people, work with the people's will, and move forward in every decision that we've taken. And hence today also, as I stand here, it gives me again an immense lot of pleasure to see this program and the kind of initiative being taken by each and every one of you. And I'm very, very positive and hopeful that this kind of a program will send a very powerful message to the entire state, definitely to Shillong city and the whole country in fact. And I take this opportunity once again to thank the Central Puja Committee and the Kenche'sTrace Durga Puja Committee, all the religious leaders who are present out here today. I would like to thank all of you for showing this harmony and this message of respect and this message of peace, as it will go a long way in ensuring that the correct narrative comes out, the correct messaging goes to the people, and we all celebrate the different cultures, the different religious practices of all different religions with respect, and be part of the different celebrations. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me here to this program. I wish this program the very best. I wish each and every one of you, and would like to give my best wishes to each and every one of you during this Puja celebration. And once again, urge each and every religious leader who's present out here to pray for our state, to pray for our people, so that we can continue to live in peace and harmony, and no matter what challenges we have, that we may all always be together to face those challenges together, because that is the only way we can overcome the difficult challenges that are there. So once again, thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best and give my best wishes for this Puja celebration. Khublai Shibun, Mathela, Jai Hind, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for reinstating into our minds and hearts the role of faith and belief. And of course, how do I differ with you when you say that we are all a part of our Creator's master plan? And as long as we exist in this world, it is certain and definite that we do have a role to play. A role in this cosmic universe that just we and we are designated to fulfill. Thank you, sir. We are almost coming to the end of the program, but before we come to the formal vote of thanks, there is an announcement, in fact 2 announcements that I would like to make. One is from the organizers of the Kenche'sTrace Puja committee. It's a humble request to the devotees to please try to come pandal hopping without making the use of 4-wheelers. We know what the situation in Shillong is like, and it is better we avoid 4-wheelers. And of course, the other is, as and when we come, we are to take care that we don't litter the place. Ma Durga will not like it. Thank you. And the second announcement is about the inauguration of the Diamond Jubilee celebration of Sri Sri Rajasthani Durga Puja Samiti, Lakir Road, Shillong, on the 30th of September 22 at 4 p.m. Our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Conrad Sangma, will grace the occasion as the chief guest. And the Rajasthani Durga Puja Samiti will also celebrate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and the 50 years of statehood of Meghalaya. Of course, in collaboration with CPC. So all are welcome for that program. And now for the formal vote of thanks, may I invite on stage CPC Working President Sri Ram Sevak Singh Ji to the dais for the formal vote of thanks. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, after the program is over, there is a light refreshment awaiting you. Thank you.
सर्वप्रथम आप सबों को मेरा नमस्कार। वोट ऑफ थैंक्स की श्रृंखला में सबसे पहले मैं आज के मुख्य अतिथि स्वयं मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री श्री कोनराड जी संगमा जी को तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। सीपीसी की ओर से, यहाँ के कंचेस्ट्रेस पूजा कमेटी की ओर से, सभी उपस्थित लोगों की ओर से आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। महोदय, आपने सीपीसी के आमंत्रण पर अपने सभी सरकारी काम काज को छोड़कर यहाँ आने का समय दिया है। महोदय, आपके आगमन मात्र से ही इस सभा की शोभा में 4 चांद लग गया है। महोदय, आपने अपने संक्षिप्त भाषण में सामाजिक, राजनीतिक और धार्मिक की इस तरह की ज्ञान की गंगा बहाई है कि उस गंगा के पवित्र जल में हम श्रोतागण डुबकी लगाकर अपने को धन धन महसूस कर रहे हैं। महोदय, इसके लिए आपको जितना भी धन्यवाद दिया जाए बहुत कम है। महोदय, अतः आपको फिर सभी लोगों की तरफ से पुनः आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। अब हमारे बीच सभी धर्म के धर्म गुरु एक मंच पर इकट्ठा हुए हैं। इस एक मंच पर इकट्ठा होना ही धार्मिक सौहार्द का जीता जागता नमूना है। हम सभी धर्म वाले वास्तव में एक हैं और कहा भी गया है कि मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर करना, हिंदी हम वतन है, हिंदुस्ता हमारा। और हम भगवान के घर में सब एक ही पिता के पुत्र हैं। अभी हिंदू, मुसलमान, क्रिश्चियन सभी अलग अलग भाव में बटे हुए हैं, लेकिन वास्तव में हम लोग एक ही भगवान के पुत्र हैं। इसलिए मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर करना, हिंदी ये हम वतन है, हिंदुस्ता हमारा, हम सब एक हैं, सभी धर्म वाले एक हैं और सभी एक होकर इस मंच पर इकट्ठा हुए हैं। अब हमारे बीच बहुत सारे इस मेघालय गवर्नमेंट के ओर से, विधानसभा की ओर से बहुत हमारे पुराने मिनिस्टर, नए मिनिस्टर और विधायक जमा हैं। उन सबों का एक एक का नाम लेना संभव नहीं है। मैं उन सबों को सीपी की तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ कि आपने यहाँ आकर हम लोग की जो शोभा बढ़ाई है उसके लिए आप धन्यवाद के पात्र हैं महोदय। अब साथ ही हम उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं जो यहाँ के दरबार सनम के लोग हैं, अलग अलग कम्युनिटी के लोग हैं, अलग अलग संस्था के लोग हैं, वो आज सब आकर यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं और अपना समय निकालकर जो हमारे उत्साह को बढ़ाया है, इसलिए मैं आप सबों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। अब मैं यहाँ में उन लोगों को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ जो हमारे गीतांजलि कार्यक्रम जो यहाँ प्रस्तुत किया है वो बहुत ही सराहनीय है। महिलाओं को, लड़कों को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। साथ ही ये पूजा कमेटी जो यहाँ ऑर्गेनाइज किया है गेट टुगेदर का, उनको मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ कि आपने ये जो बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत किया है। सीपीसी उसका आभारी है और उनको सीपीसी की तरफ से बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। अब हमारे बीच बहुत सारे पत्रकार हैं जो बहुत हमारे कार्यक्रम को अपना टेलीविज़न पर नोट किए हैं और पेपर के लिए नोट किए हैं। कल अनेक चैनल पर ही आएगा, पेपर में आएगा। तो इन लोगों को जो कहा जाता है कि संविधान का चौथा स्तंभ एक मीडिया होता है, तो इन मीडिया वालों को मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि आपने बहुत अपना समय निकाल कर यहाँ आने का कष्ट किया है और हमारे कार्यक्रम को वो अपना नोट किया है जो कल चैनल पर दिखाएंगे। अब मैं उनको बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ जो हमारे सभा को शांति बनाने के लिए पुलिसकर्मी हैं, बहुत सुचारू ढंग से इंतजाम किए हैं, किसी तरह की कोई विभेद न हुआ है और पूरा सभा को संचालित किया है। इसलिए पुलिसकर्मियों को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। अब मैं अंत में यहाँ के लोगों को, यहाँ के Kenche'sTrace कमेटी के लोगों को, उपस्थित लोगों को हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। धन्यवाद के बाद मैं एक बात कहूँगा कि कोई भी पूजा का असल मकसद होता है संसार में शांति बनाए रखना। चाहे कोई भी धर्म के लोग हो, वो सब जानते हैं कि जो जीव जंतु है, जो प्राकृतिक दृश्य है, नदी पहाड़ नाले सब में शांति हो। तो इस शांति के लिए हमारे वेद में एक शांति पाठ कहा जाता है और शांति पाठ करना हर एक पूजा के बाद जरूरी होता है। तो आज गेट टुगेदर के बाद मैं शांति पाठ कर रहा हूँ, जरा शांति से 1 मिनट सुनिए। ओम धौ शांति अंतरिक्षम शांति पृथ्वी शांति राप शांति रोषधय शांति वनस्पतय शांति विश्वे देवा ब्रह्म शांति सर्व शांति सामा शांति रेव शांति रेधि ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओ इन्हीं दो शब्दों के साथ अपने वाणी को
My puja greetings to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Is always here is itself the divine blessing. I hope the blessings will be on everybody here. We have come to listen to our Chief Minister. He will have a message. Let's not prolong, let's not delay it. I wish a very happy Puja, and congratulations Kenche'sTrace for putting up a great show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now invite on stage Mr. Saidullah Nongrum, former Minister, Government of Meghalaya.
Sir, please come.
I would also like to invite on stage the headman of Kenche'sTrace, Mr. Nongbri. Mr. Nongbri, headman of Kenche'sTrace. He has gone out, so I would also like to invite on stage Mr. Derek Parriott, Chancellor, Unitarian Church. May I now invite on stage Mr. M.R.B. Rani, President, Madan Laban Unitarian Church. I would now like to invite on stage the headman of Laban Darbar, Mr. Edward Kharmoflang. Mr. Edward Kharmoflang.
Come here.
They are all the well-wishers who have been always with Kenche'sTrace Puja Committee. So with this we come to the end of the small felicitation program. Coming back to the main program schedule, may I once again invite on stage our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Chief Minister of Meghalaya, to kindly felicitate the recipients of the Sharad Shamman. The felicitation will be followed by the highlight of the evening's program, that is a speech by our Chief Guest, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, and of course an orator par excellence. But now we have the felicitation or the giving away of the Sharad Shamman And for that, I leave the dais in the able hands of Sri Naba Bhattacharya.
Thank you, Jonah. Due to paucity of time, I'm not reading out the citation which I prepared. We have 4 recipients of the Sharad Samman. Sharad Samman, sir, was started in 2012 to recognize the contribution of individuals of the society belonging to all faith and religion and not confined to the Hindu philosophy only. So this year in the Sharad Samman, we had His Grace late Dominic Jala SDB, former Archbishop of Shillong Archdiocese. We had another philanthropist, Sri Bhagwati Prasad Bajoria. Then very near to home and this venue, the talented Gitanjali Dance Academy. And the 4th we had is the Rangwali Jai Mata Di Parivar. So unfortunately Mr. Bajoria or the Jai Mata Di is not here. So I would first request Father Richard Majau to kindly come forward and receive the Sharad Samman on behalf of late Dominic Jala, Archbishop, and his family. I would now request Srimati Manika Chanda, the director of Gitanjali Dance Academy and an accomplished dancer in her own right, to receive the award. So with your permission, just 1 minute, I know the time constraint. We will, this award was for 2020. The following individuals are selected for the Sharad Samman Award 21-22. Bishop Pyali Central Puja Committee family, our neighbors, the Rangbashnongs, and our honorable MLA is not here, but I think the message will go to him. He is also, we extend our welcome to him too. Central Puja Committee was established in 1993 under quite compelling circumstances, when there was clouds of uncertainty even regarding celebrating Durga Puja celebrations. And that was indeed a defining moment, not only for Shillong but the entire state of Meghalaya. And that caravan, that orchestra of harmony still continues after 29 long years. This assembly of concord, as we are evident and seeing even today, harmony is palpable in this August gathering as it was in 1993. There were pioneering efforts. I can see two of those individuals who are present. One is our dear Manas Chaudhary, and our own General Secretary for last 30 years. You can imagine the burden which he has been bearing and taking this organization forward, none other than Sri Jail Das. A big round of applause for both of them, please. This concord or orchestra of harmony was something very, very unique. And I think at that time it must have been the first of its kind in the country, where all religious heads of different faith came together to usher in the festival season, to celebrate life and to celebrate the innate and inherent tradition of Shillong and Meghalaya of the harmony between different communities and religion. Shillong has witnessed a number of discord among communities, but I can tell you there has not been a single instance of religious discord. And I think a big round of applause to all of us, the people, the Chief Minister here who is leading us, his late father, people like late Bibi Lingdo, they were the architects who laid the foundation of this orchestra of harmony, and it continues. And I think it is the ardent duty of each one of us to uphold this legacy set forth by our forefathers. And we are seeing that in 2019, usually the governor of the state used to be the conductor of this orchestra. In 2019, our Chief Minister was present as the chief guest at Aurobindo Institute, sir, if you recollect. And after seeing this function, he said, this is a very wonderful and uniting movement. He called it a movement, and he said, this needs to be taken forward throughout the state and in the country too. This message of concord needs to reach each and every corner of our state and the country. And unfortunately, the COVID pandemic came the next year. And that was the time our Honorable Chief Minister said that all these faith leaders need to come together, we need to work together. And this resulted in formation of Shillong All Faith Forum, led by Bishop Pierre Lingdo, Father Madhur, and CPC was one of the founding proponents of this SAF. When we meet, I urge and request all other faith who are not members of SAF, that in SAF we do not discuss religion. We discuss the ills, the problems faced by the society. We do not have discourse in each of our faith or religion, how we can take our society forward. And during the COVID, SAF played a very decisive role together with Central Puja Committee. Central Puja Committee was involved in relief operations together with Ramakrishna Mission Cherrapunji, and we covered over 1,000 households irrespective of caste, creed or religion. Central Puja Committee has come a long way. Paucity of time, I had a lot of things to say, but I'll say harmony to me is what our immediate neighbors displayed prior to this function. 2 months back, when we thought, because we were challenged by paucity of place, and when we sat down, we were thinking how our neighbors will react when we'll have some pandals on the road, our immediate neighbors across. We had organized a small meeting and we thought whether our neighbors will come or not. Not only did they come, they came forward and they said, we will be a part of this celebration. So a big round of applause to all those. Kong Lavinia, Moon Champliang, Derek Lalu, then the family of our late Chief Minister D.D. Pugh. They all sat down in the meeting and they said it is our celebration also. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the culture of Shillong ingrained in each one of us, and we need to take this forward. When the meeting ended, Lavinia, she's not here, I don't see her, quietly came up to me and said, Banaba, my mother is very fond of the green, well-manicured lawn, but we have some space on the side. If you want, the Honorable Chief Minister's vehicle can be parked in our compound. So this is, I think this is harmony. People may give lot of narratives on each religious beliefs, but I think this is what defies.
Here is itself the divine blessing. I hope the blessings will be on everybody here. We have come to listen to our Chief Minister. He will have a message. Let's not prolong, let's not delay it. I wish a very happy Puja and congratulations Kenche'sTrace for putting up a great show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now invite on stage Mr. Saidullah Nongrum, former Minister, Government of Meghalaya.
Thank you.
Sir, please come.
I would also like to invite on stage the headman of Kenche'sTrace, Mr. Nongbri. Mr. Nongbri, headman of Kenche'sTrace. He has gone out, so I would also like to invite on stage Mr. Derek Parriott, Chancellor, Unitarian Church. I now invite on stage Mr. M.R.B. Rani, President, Madan Laban Unitarian Church. I would now like to invite on stage the headman of Laban Darbar, Mr. Edward Kharmoflang. Mr. Edward Kharmoflang.
He's there. Come in.
They are all the well-wishers who have been always with Kenche'sTrace Puja Committee. So with this we come to the end of the small felicitation program. Coming back to the main program schedule, may I once again invite on stage our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Chief Minister of Meghalaya, to kindly felicitate the recipients of the Sharad Samman. The felicitation will be followed by the highlight of the evening's program, that is a speech by our Chief Guest, Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, and of course an orator par excellence. But now we have the felicitation or the giving away of the Sharad Samman, and for that I leave the dais in the able hands of Sri Naba Bhattacharya.
Thank you, Jonah. Due to paucity of time, I'm not reading out the citation which I prepared. We have 4 recipients of the Sharad Samman. Sharad Samman, sir, was started in 2012 to recognize the contribution of individuals of the society belonging to all faith and religion and not confined to the Hindu philosophy only. So this year in the Sharad Samman we had His Grace late Dominic Jala SDB, former Archbishop of Shillong Archdiocese. We had another philanthropist, Sri Bhagwati Prasad Bajoria. Then very near to home and this venue, the talented Gitanjali Dance Academy. And the 4th we had is the Rangwali Jai Mata Di Parivar. So unfortunately Mr. Bajoria or the Jai Mata Di is not here. So I would first request Father Richard Majau to kindly come forward and receive the Sharad Samman on behalf of late Dominic Jala, Archbishop, and his family. I would now request Srimati Manika Chanda, the director of Gitanjali Dance Academy and an accomplished dancer in her own right, to receive the award. So with your permission, just 1 minute, I know the time constraint. This award was for 2020. The following individuals are selected for the Sarat Sanman Award 21-22. Bishop Pyali.
The vehicle number 8982, Maruti car. If you can remove it from the place that it has been parked, kindly.
Nous allons commencer par une chanson qui s'appelle Inside Me, entre moi. Je l'ai écrite and I wrote it when I was pregnant with my son, and so it's about the joy of
डिनर के लिए बोलना चाह रहा था कि परसों डिनर का प्रोग्राम। हेलो मैम।
थैंक यू सर
लगाते रहिए
That committee was completed. Then I immediately went home and changed the
just down
down now. Again I have to go through the duty again.
then you come in here
I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call.
ठीक है रिकॉर्डिंग किया
Committee में CPC get together
अच्छा
मेरा
सीपीसी गेट टुगेदर